Content marketing. Thanks for joining us. I think you were searching for some answers on that.
Yeah.
And I will say we don't know what the question is exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're searching content marketing, that can mean how do you do it? What is it?
Yep.
What value there is to it. But I'm going to let Dan speak because Dan knows this stuff.
Well, so in content marketing right now, there's 18,000 of you that search for this every month in our state. And but you probably don't even know why you're searching for it. Most people would not understand why. Like, what is content marketing, right?
What is it?
But content marketing is almost actually the core of everything that we do at Virteom. Like, literally the core. It's the storytelling. So, like...
Well, okay, start. What is content marketing?
Yeah, so let's back up. We'll talk about our product, because I think that will make more sense. Because it's such a broad, like, universe.
Yes.
So in our world, what content marketing is we basically bring you guys into a strategy meeting. We do a business cross-analysis on you first. We ask you a bunch of questions. Why are you better than your competitor? Why are they better than you? Who are your competitors? What do you like about your brand? What do you not like about your brand? What's the problems you solve? You know, all that, a lot of different questions we ask them. And then we have a one hour meeting on that where we talk about that. We usually let you guys argue across the table to each other. It's kind of funny. And then
it's funny because sometimes you realize that maybe you weren't all on the same page. Either how you felt, either how you think a customer thinks about you or thinks about your product. It's interesting. It is. Yeah.
And then the second hour, it's a 3-hour meeting, by the way. The second hour of that meeting, we actually go into what we call a buyer persona exercise. And we actually define who your buyers are and how you solve their problems. You know, where are they? What gender are they? A lot of different things in there to figure out who your buyers are. The third hour is we do what we call a customer journey. It's like it looks like a mind map here. But a customer journey is how do they actually flow through your website?
Yeah.
How does the buyer flow through your website in a way that you're solving their problem? So now we have the map, right? You guys, after 3 hours, you're kind of done.
Yeah.
We then bring you back in the week after, and we actually film a video on each one of these services or products or whatever it is that we came up with in a video just like this.
And that's going to be a piece of content.
It is going to be a piece of content.
And the reason you do all those videos is because when folks tend to actually go to your website, am I correct? They're not always going through the front door.
No.
They had a specific problem.
They may land on a very specific landing page.
Had a specific problem. You made a specific video that solves that problem, and that's how they're getting to know you.
Yeah.
And then they're coming in the back door and go, oh, who are these guys?
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people don't realize, well, you don't realize yourself, maybe. Most people actually don't realize this, but I always ask this question. When you land on somebody's website, how often do you land on their homepage?
Right.
The answer is never. If you go on Google something, and Google like chocolate cupcakes.
Yes.
Do you land on that person's homepage? No, you land on an internal page that has probably the best article on chocolate cupcakes. It's probably got a recipe, great photos, right? Videos, how do you make them? What's the best formula? What's the worst way to do it? Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like laid out really nice. That's content marketing. Content marketing.
You know what's nice? I'll tell you what. You know what's nice about that? I'm sorry to interrupt, but because you're immediately talking to your customer about what they want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about, hey, here's what we're about. No. First of all, you're talking about a specific subject that they were interested in finding out more about.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of why the customer then begins to like you, because you're not
100%.
talking about yourself.
Yeah.
You're talking about something they were interested in.
You're solving their problem.
Yeah.
And I call it emotional conversion.
Yeah.
Emotional conversion is when, gosh, I mean, you guys are pulling on every heartstring I got here. And hopefully we're pulling on your heartstring right now on content marketing, because we have a product called the Content Booster, which we hope you guys would use. It's all streamlined. If you just want to get this done in 2 weeks and just be like, done?
Yeah,
and have it done the right way, very systematically, and just, this is the best way to do it.
Well, and by the way, in 2 weeks, that's not 2 weeks of their time.
No, it'll
be done in 2 weeks.
It's 3 hours of your time the first week and a couple hours. So you figure maybe about 5 hours, and then our team is rocking and rolling. We take those videos that we film from this map, and then our team goes and edits the video. We brand the video, put music under it, title, blah, blah, blah. We take those videos and we send it to our content writers.
Yes.
They then write the content for the page and embed the video on the page with the content, because we want to hold people there very long. We want to have very interesting pages.
And that's what, I know what you guys call it, the hybrid blog then.
Yeah.
And a hybrid blog, because you come in for an hour, you're going to end up with like 8 different stories, pieces of content, but each of those is going to be the video that we're shooting here, along with the text,
actual written content,
and all that's working to do. So the text. So and I'm sort of more of a newbie to this technical stuff and how the internet works. But so the text is there. That's helping Google go, oh, this person out here is searching for this.
Yeah, they're searching for content marketing.
They're coming to that page, but guess what those folks are doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't like read it. They want to watch the video.
Yeah.
And what does that do? That keeps them on the page longer.
Yes,
and what does that do, Dan?
The longer you can stay on the page, the higher you rank in Google.
Google's going, you know what? This must be a good place because I sent people. Google's a librarian.
Yeah.
Somebody comes and goes, I want information on this. And if Google sends them there, well, Google doesn't be a liar, right?
Yeah.
And if they know if people are there for a while, they must have sent them to a very relevant spot, and that's good.
That's it. That's it. It's that simple. Well, it's that simple. It's complicated.
Yes, no, it is. It is. But
what
needs to happen? Yeah, what needs to happen is that
I would say our number one product that we sell on content marketing is we save you a bunch of time.
Yeah.
I have a whole a 1 hour presentation on this where I go through all this stuff, blah blah blah, and I teach everything about content marketing, and I ask the audience to say, what's the one thing you don't have? Time.
Right.
There's a lot that goes on here. So we figured out a way to do this where we save you so much time.
But
5 hours.
And that's important, Dan,
done.
But it doesn't matter if you save time if you don't get results of that time.
You have to get results.
So the results, and that's, I know you guys have done
the
storytelling,
the emotional conversion part of it, holding people there long, giving them value on your site is going to make your phone ring. That's it.
Yeah, and that's kind of we have some other videos of that, sort of the emotional content quotient story of what we're doing here, because it is a bit, it's part of your marketing plan where you start pulling back the curtain. People are getting to see you, not just your image, not just all spit polish and everything, and so they kind of get to know. So there's a little bit of trust that can happen. It's really interesting how this works, guys.
You're gonna love it.
So I guess that's content marketing.
That is content marketing is basically. We'll leave it at this. We're going to cap this. We're going to try to cap it because it's content marketing, but it's basically effective storytelling on the problem you solve for your buyer to a point where your buyer is compelled to fill out the form or call you. That's good content marketing. That's what we're doing.
And hopefully it's working because hopefully you're going to fill out the form on this and call Dan.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, guys. Glad to see you here. We'll hope to hear from you soon. Take care.